Good morning. It would help if I add myself to the stream before I start this. Um, I'm Chloe, and this is Word Stitch Horizon, right? I am officially on my new computer, and of course, discovering very quickly that I am missing all of my apps and everything. And like, I made this whole list of everything that I needed to get. And then I just immediately forgot to get any of them. So the big thing for right now is I don't have a timer app. And the thing is that the timer that I usually use, that I love, I've not been able to find again. I tried to share it with somebody, and I've never been able to find it again. So I'm just going to be using this. Oh God, it looks so gross. This one that lives on my computer. Oh my God. Let me at least, I can't make it a prettier size even. It just is this grossness, but that's okay. We're going to use it for today. Holy cats. Okay. I'm sorry that that's how I swear. This is the worst setup I have ever seen, and I now know why people don't use the one that's built into their computer. Um, Also, I've got this like weird notification here that I don't. Oh my God, did you actually do that now? I've got this weird notification that just won't go away. This is awful, and I'm going to use this exactly once, and then we're never going to talk about this again. Sorry. Mm. So I'm hoping that I can somehow transfer the old timer app from my laptop onto the desktop. That's my goal. I don't know how it's going to work. But a lot of my day is going to be doing stuff like that. And I have a new book coming out tomorrow. So I've got crap to do with that. I should have done like hardcore marketing with it, but I didn't because of who I am as a person. But yeah, so I'm firing up my laptop. I'm going to see if I can find that proper timer, and then we'll have a good timer for the next one. Good morning, Miriam. Thanks for joining. Let me know what you are working on today. I am. This is going to be like basically a paperwork day for me, just getting stuff taken care of. I would like to write, but also my heart is not in writing today, I don't think. So I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to take care of, and I'm going to do that. If my computer will be alive. Also, I got this brand new monitor, and I hate it. Everything is washed out on it. I don't understand how it looks so much worse than my laptop monitor or the flipping television. The television looks better than the monitor, and I feel like that is not what's supposed to happen. But that's the world that we're in. So you are working on your Red Riding Hood retelling. Awesome. At least one of us is going to be writing today. All right, so let's go ahead and get this ugly timer going. We're going to go for 10 minutes this time, and then we'll do 15s after this. It is 5 past, so I'll see you guys at quarter past. All right, that was kind of a creepy sound. I didn't like that one. Also, during that entire sprint, I was running a scan on my laptop trying to find that old timer. And so far, it has not found it. I don't know. Like, I've got a progress bar that looks like it's at about, I'll call that 98%. And I don't know if it just died or if it is very slowly moving and I can't see it. I don't know. But as soon as I turned my laptop on, my laptop was not happy with me. Oh, let me switch screen modes. There we go. So I am still on the hunt for that old timer. I realize that I can run timers off of YouTube. I know that's what everybody does, but I like my timer. I like my simple timer. Yeah, let me know how you guys did. What else did I do? Obviously, I was doing other stuff during that. Oh, I was screwing around with my monitor settings. This monitor is terrible. I didn't realize that was a thing that I might have to face. I don't know enough about monitors to know like the language of what to look for. So I just went for the one that was like reasonably priced, and I guess I could just be using my television. There's really no reason except for like obviously slowly making myself go blind off of it. Also, I love all the lighting that I have hitting my face from the worst angle possible because I've got the TV and then the monitor and then my laptop below it. So I look like I'm in a horror movie, but like in a blue way. I do think that this has died, so maybe I'll try it again. Yeah, I mean, the YouTube timers are nice. I feel like I'm really old and I like things to be how I want them. I'm gonna try a different search and see if we can get it that way. But yeah, so like right now in the actual important book world, I have a book coming out tomorrow. So it's already gone to my ARC readers, but they have absolutely no information because I literally sent it to them the moment that I had finished listing it on Amazon. And so I don't think I've got a Goodreads page set up. Sometimes it just happens. I don't think I have a Goodreads page set up though. I just had it added to BookBub. So I've got all of these things that like I have to get these links for it, and I've done none of that yet. And like there's already a review for the book that I just need to give the poor lady all of the information and it'll begin. So I'm trying this search again. It could have also just been that I'm literally searching the entire hard drive on this laptop. And you know what's really, really crappy about this whole thing is the other day I saw that app. I saw the program on my computer. Like I saw it when I was in File Explorer. Oh my God, can I source this back? I'll deal with that. I need to like actually be paying attention to you guys and not my computer right now because we are going back into a sprint in a minute. And this is just like mean of me to be like, I got this to do. Especially when it's literally just getting that timer. Okay. So, and it is that time. Also, well done on the 114 words in 10 minutes, if I didn't say that before. So let's get this janky timer going again. This time we are going to go for 15. Do you see how ridiculous this is? this is so ridiculous. That is so unnecessary. That's not how I need to find the time. Um, Miriam, I was like forced into BookBub. I had never used it before. I'd never been interested in it. It just seemed like one more stupid thing to take care of. But now I'm in it. Now I'm running. And also, I appreciate them more than Goodreads right now because when I need to add a book, I can literally just like search for the book and it's there. Like, I don't understand how they are independent from Amazon, but they'll go to Amazon for me. And Goodreads is like, tell me everything about the book. No, I don't care what's on Amazon. Tell me everything about the book. Like, I don't. It's so frustrating. Anyways, okay, let's get this timer going. It is 8:21. I will see you guys at 8:36. Okay, we are back and I can kill that app because I got the good stuff. Oh, okay. Well, so here it is. Oh, okay. That sign of excitement there. First of all, I realized that the reason I couldn't find the app when I was trying to look in my laptop, I tried Countdown and I tried Timer. It's actually called Hourglass, which of course, if I had just like hit the button, I would have known that it was Hourglass. And then once I did that, I found it really easy. Ooh, excuse me. Put it on my Dropbox, and here we are. I've got it, and I'm good. I guess I can flip that for now, though. Excuse me while I pull crinkles off of my monitor. But anyway, so I got that. Oh, God, I was going to say something, and now I don't remember what. Oh, so fun fact about this computer that I just got. It is a hand-me-down from a friend. It's new. There is a very confusing story behind it. It's not, okay, so it's not new. It's from 2016, but it was never used. It is a desktop. I'm sorry. I'm doing like really dumb stuff right now. Stuff that I should absolutely not be doing while I'm also talking, but that's okay. This is like, oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Yes, there is a timer, you know. Oh, good heavens. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this down for a moment. Don't worry, nothing is breaking. Everything is fine. I was removing the film off of my monitor, and I had to like jury rig this monitor. The way that my computer is set up, I've got a TV mounted right above it, which has always been mounted, which I've always used as my second monitor. And unfortunately, because of my desk having a hutch on it, which is where the monitor goes, I actually have like a very limited space in between them that is the height of a monitor, but it is not the height of a monitor on a stand. So I had to jury rig a stand. There we go. Everything is safe. Everything is fine. Anyway, so this computer that I got it's a desktop. So the fact that it's from 2016 doesn't mean bad things about it. But it didn't have Windows on it. They basically used this for a parts computer for other things. And the motherboard had gone away at some point, and then they ended up not using it at all. So to get Windows on it, we just lifted the Windows that was on the old motherboard that's no longer being used. And it turned out that it was a scam copy of Windows. Thankfully, I didn't pay for it, and it's something that would have never been caught if we hadn't tried to transfer that Windows onto another motherboard. But because of that, I've got this notice at the bottom of my screen saying that I need to activate Windows. It's a watermark. It's real irritating, but it looks like it doesn't show up on this. Yeah, it definitely does not show up on the application, which is great because, as I've mentioned before, I would like to stream some gaming on this, and that'd be really embarrassing if I was streaming gaming that said activate Windows on it. The only problem is this does make it a little bit more problematic for me to record videos because it's going to get picked up in that. Basically right now I'm sharing an application as opposed to sharing a screen. So it's going to show up if I do that, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's see, your desk is a bit slim, just under 18 inches, so a monitor, keyboard. Yes. This thing was perfect until I switched computers. Like it was a perfect size for me to put my laptop up on that hood on the hutch. Um, and again, like I can fit a good size monitor. Like I still have probably an inch of clearance. It's just that the stand that they go on is always like it always elevates it like 3 or 4 inches, and I don't have that space. So I'm literally using a cookbook stand that my roommate took into his shop and ground down the feet on to make it a little bit shorter. So that was the flimsy plastic falling sounds that you were hearing a moment ago. Let's go ahead and get this timer going. We're going to sprint for another 15 minutes. It is 8:42. I feel like we're way off already somehow. It doesn't matter. That takes us to what, 8:42, 8:52, yeah, 8:57. Yeah, somehow the time's really screwed up. That's okay. I'll see you guys at 8:57. I'm talking to nobody because I thought I had done that timer before and I had not, or the microphone before. How'd you guys do? Let me know in comments. I made another cup of coffee and started laundry. So I was going to be more productive. I was going to make some fun word art. Word art. I was going to make some fun word art for tomorrow. I have an author takeover tomorrow of one of my paranormal romance groups. So I was going to make some fun graphics for it in GIMP, which is basically open source Photoshop. And I had already downloaded it on my computer, yay, but I don't have any of my fonts. I have to go find all of my fonts. And the good news is that the majority of my fonts, the ones that I know are safe to use because I have the license for them, are all on Creative Fabrica. Yes, Miriam, absolutely. We can do 20 minutes next. Thank you for asking. So we'll do 20 minutes next. But yeah, so I've got everything on Creative Fabrica. I just have to download it all. And we're talking about, it's got to be at least 150 fonts over there. So that is going to be what is happening during the next sprint. And I guess, if nothing else, since I really didn't have the motivation to write today, this is a good way to force me to get all of this stuff together on this computer and then make those graphics for the thing tomorrow. So hopefully I can be successful and make money and have a good time in my author takeover tomorrow, which of course, because I've got a completely empty calendar my entire life right now, that author takeover is triple scheduled with 3 other things, but that's okay. I'm gonna make the best of it, and I'm going to enjoy being busy and productive tomorrow. We are getting Christmas together. Also, my cat is now trying to eat those plastic things I pulled off the monitor. And yes, they are the things that are sticky on one side because they were stuck to the monitor. He likes chewing on plastic. Thankfully, he does not eat it. We've never had any bowel obstructions with him or anything. He just likes to chew on it. But I can't believe he's chewing on sticky plastic now. Yeah, anyway, so I got my cookies done yesterday. I made 3 batches of cookies. They are about 50% on if they're good or not, but that is absolutely my success rate in everything I do. And I am doing the tree today. One of my friends is doing a Zoom holiday party. She's going to be baking cookies on her end, so I figured I would one-up her by putting my tree up. And tomorrow we're having our cookie swap. So I'm in the spirit, I guess, as much as anybody can be in the spirit right now. All right, let's go ahead and do the next sprint. It is 9:01. Oh my God, I don't know how I screwed up my time this bad. Anyways, it is 9:01. We're going to go for the next 20 minutes. So I will see you guys at 9:21. Ooh, that snuck up on me. Let me know how you guys did. Oh my God. Okay, so remember a moment ago, 20 minutes ago, obviously, when I said my cat was next to me eating plastic, but like it's fine, he never swallows it. Well, now he's playing with a goddamn battery. Oh, good. Okay, he got it stuck underneath something that there's no way for him to get it out of, so we're good. Also, during that break, he got that sticky plastic stuck to himself, and he was too fat to get it off of himself, so that was hilarious. He ran under my bed and it's gone now, so it's somewhere under my bed, and that's just life with cats, right? So I downloaded, it ended up being 173 fonts. And I extracted about 20 of them. I do a lot of, 219, awesome. I do a fair amount of graphics design, as evidenced by the fact that I need to download 173 fonts on my computer. And fonts are always really funny because it's kind of grab bag what kind of quality you're going to get if you're not getting them, unless it's literally the ones that like Microsoft or Apple gives you. But there's really not a huge amount of quality control with them. I'm used to it. I know how to work around it because I do pretty in-depth graphics design. It's not something that really bothers me, except when I'm extracting 147 of them. And I keep seeing these really dumb errors that I know anybody who is less knowledgeable on both like Photoshop type programs and also like word processors and how to like get things looking good on word processors. Like these would never work for anybody who doesn't know how to adjust things and define glyphs and stuff like that. So usually when I download these and I see them, I'm like, oh, that's really funny that they screwed this up, but I know how to work with it. But now, I'm like 30 in, and I have seen errors on at least 10 of them. And of course, I'm like flipping through, trying to find one to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Usually it is the letters are cut off on the bottom. The tails, any letters that have tails on them are cut off. So of course, again, I'm not seeing any of them. Also, font titles crack me up. A lot of times they're fairly normal, but like this one, it's probably just a typo. It's called breakfast. It's spelled properly, but if you look here, I'll open this one. Let's see. I'm going to switch to, let's go there just for a second. Oh, I don't know how readable that is for you guys, but there are two versions of breakfast. There is regular breakfast, and then there's breakfast distressed. Distrasset. And obviously it's a distressed font. It's meant to look basically like chalk. But it cracks me up when I see these. And a lot of times it's deliberate. But this particular one, I'm sure it was not. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just going through 8 million fonts. Also, despite, and again, by 8 million, I say 100, I mean 173. Also, despite downloading fonts constantly, I still had to do a quick Google to make sure that I wanted open type and not true type. So just so you guys know, when you're dealing with fonts and downloading them, you always want open type unless you know you want true type. Like I'm just going to put it that way. Open type is what is that? Okay, that's not a font. Open type is the more modern version of fonts, basically. So that's most likely, unless you've got something weird going on, you want open type. Let's go ahead and get this next sprint going. I have no control over time right now, but I feel like it's been like 5 minutes. So it is 9:27. We'll go ahead and do another 20. That'll take us to 9:47. No, yeah, we'll do 20. We'll go until 9:47, and I'll just run the show a little bit long today, and we'll do one more 15 after that. Okay, so I will see you guys in 20 minutes. Ooh, okay. Time is up. As soon as I went back into that font stuff I was working on, I found a really good example of what I was talking about. So I'm going to do, in this little 5-minute break, I'm going to give you guys a really quick little information thing on fonts. And of course, I couldn't get to work how I wanted it to because this font wasn't agreeing with me. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to, also, good morning, Shadow. We are going to do one more sprint today, so you are not completely late today. Okay, so the thing with fonts, with these user created, we are talking about fonts really briefly. Just my frustration with getting user created fonts, which is just like part of the world. There's really no way around it if you're going to do any sort of graphics design. So there are a whole bunch of problems that come up when you're using user created fonts that are fairly easy sometimes to work around, sometimes not. So this font that I have here is Charlie Script, and it looks perfectly fine. But a lot of times with fonts, they have a bunch of glyphs. I don't know if you've ever like seen the image of a font online and downloaded it because it looked great, and then when you opened it, it's really blah looking, and like it had all kinds of crazy swirls on it that were really cool, and then now there's no crazy swirls. It's usually because the crazy swirls are glyphs, which if you're in Microsoft Word, you go to symbol, more symbols, and your glyphs are going to be here. I am in the wrong font. Hold on. Let me get this in the right font. Like that was definitely not Charlie Script that I was looking at. So more symbols. There we go. So if you could see, I don't know how well you can see that screen, but you can see that these are all the ones with the little crazy loops on them that really like jazz up a font to be somebody who uses phrases like jazz. But sometimes what happens when you use these is I just hit insert on this D and that should do it. So it gets chopped off on the top. That is an error on the programming side. Like the person who did this program should have been better than this. But they weren't, and it's a fairly easy fix that I'm going to probably do in an I'm going to use, is this the button? Yes, line and paragraph spacing, and I'm going to add space before the paragraph. That is, oh my God, hold on. Let me use this button. Okay, so I'm going to add spacing before the paragraph, which is on top of it. And if I add I'm just adding 30 spaces to it, you see that I get that whole thing that comes in. So that's what's called leading. And obviously if it's below it, you would just add below it as well. Okay, so that is, first of all, something that you don't really have to worry too much about because, as long as you're not using the glyphs, it doesn't matter. But sometimes you get a font like this, and I'm going to see if it's finally loaded into my Microsoft Word. It has not. I don't know why it's doing that, but sometimes you'll get a font that looks like this, where it's just always cut off because they just mess up so bad when they program this font that it is completely unusable unless you know how to deal with tracking. Excuse me, leading. Yes, leading, excuse me. So, that I don't actually worry about tracking. I just deal with kerning. Okay. So, this you would fix the same way, but it's really obnoxious and I hate, did I freeze? Can you guys hear me okay? Because my video, I kind of feel like you can't. I'm going to switch over. Okay. I'm gonna pull out and pull back. Add to stream. Oh, good grief. Add to stream. Okay, so I can definitely like hear myself because I just flipped over. I don't know why I'm frozen. We're just gonna keep going with it. But this was crazy when I was going through these fonts. The reason that like I stopped and was like, I have to do a little demo here is because of the worst font I have ever seen in my life. So the gap between the letters is the kerning. And oh gosh, did I lose it? I found this font. The kerning is so messed. I have a feeling, so some fonts, if you do a double letter, it will automatically replace it with a single letter. And I kind of feel, no, they effed up that T so bad that it does not lay on the letter, like it lays on the letter before it. And the crazy thing about it is it's literally the title of the font. So most likely when they were making the graphics for it, they fully knew that this was a problem and they just let it out into the world like this. So usually if you have a problem where the spacing on the letters is here, but of course the T is here occupying the E space. Usually if you have a problem like this, if you're dealing with it in Microsoft Word, I'm gonna go back to Charlie's script to do this demo. Usually, if you're dealing with Word and you've got a kerning issue, obviously this one is kerned properly, so we're not worrying about it. But if we do need to fix it, if you go to advanced, let's see if I scroll over, I can do this. You go to spacing and it's expanded or condensed. Instead of using the word kerning, they use expand or condense. If we expand, we can, let's see, points. So it's going to hopefully make a really big difference there. There you go. Now you can see here when you're dealing with any sort of a script font, you normally don't want to mess with the kerning because you have this issue where everything is broken up. Sometimes though you can make it smaller, and that's good for like graphic design if you're trying to do like book covers and stuff like that. But that is the basic on if you need to do it in Microsoft Word. And other programs, it should be kerning and letting. Tracking is if you individually kern the letters. So like if I change the space in between these two letters, and then I went and I changed the space between these two letters, if you have to do tracking, what tracking will do is then you basically highlight the entire word and it will keep that kerning, so to speak, but it'll actually spread the entire word or scrunch the entire word as much as you need it to while maintaining the integrity of the kerning, if that makes sense. So like if there's different spaces in the kerning, it will balance out. Again, I never worry about tracking. And actually, if I'm ever doing anything like that, I'm using GIMP, which again is an open source version of Photoshop. And because that's a graphics designer, it basically does tracking on its own just by resizing the image. Okay. So that was my real quick tutorial on on how to handle fonts that are programmed incorrectly so that when you get them, the letting is incorrect on them or the kerning. Obviously, this is not a font that you want to use every single day, though, if you have that problem. Okay, we're going to do one more sprint because I did promise you one more sprint, and then I went on this monster rant about things. Also, I have no video, and it is what it is. At least I'm not in a terrible pose on there. So one more font, one more sprint. Let's go ahead and do 20 and we'll run this show late. We were doing 20s today and that's cool. All right, so I will see you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, that is time, and unfortunately that's everything for me today, especially because apparently my camera isn't working anymore. Sorry, Pronoun. I didn't see your message until just now because I was getting some other stuff done. I am I keep saying that I'm going to be gaming on Twitch at some point, and I feel like it is finally today. It is 11:18 a.m. Eastern time right now. I think at around 1 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to hop over to Twitch to stream Dear Esther, which I've never played before, and apparently it's like a really weird, like it's not a standard gameplay game, so I am going to play through. I don't know what they're calling it now because we're not allowed to use the word blind anymore on Twitch. But anyway, so apparently it's a really pretty game, and yeah, and apparently kind of like an ASMR thing. So I'm going to be doing that for a couple hours today, since I'm also kind of between projects. So either I'll see you this afternoon for that, or I'll be back my usual Monday 4 to 6 p.m. Forgetting words. Word Stitch, just our regular weekly show. I don't know if we'll be having Sandy yet. She is getting out of the hospital soon, though. So we are excited for that. Let's see. I'm just curious who is with me next week. Next week is going to be it's going to be Nikki and Jay for the Monday 4 p.m. show. So hopefully I will see you guys then or sometime soon. Bye guys. Good luck everybody.